James Akers here, the tie guy. Today we're going to be tying a really cool looking Gucci tie. I've had this tie for a little while, so it's not a brand new tie to me, but I really like it, and I haven't worn it in a while. I've never done a video on it. So it is a Gucci black tie with kind of a gray checking pattern or stripe pattern, just creating some geometrics there. It's a diagonal stripes, but it's kind of checks making up the stripes. I'll be posting post-ups on my Instagram. And you know, it's an older Gucci. When I say older, I've had it for a couple years, but I've held on to it because I just like the look of it. It's a very classic look, and I like how it looks classic from a distance, and then when you get up close, it's kind of a little bit more modern because the stripes are actually made up of little smaller stripes instead of just one solid stripe across it. We're going to be pairing that today with a purple shirt and a charcoal gray suit. So we're going to tie it up in just a minute. First, I wanted to talk about one thing real quick. I had someone comment on one of my YouTube videos. I always wear an undershirt. I always have an undershirt on a t-shirt. I prefer a crew neck t-shirt as an undershirt. And they were commenting, and everyone's obviously entitled to their opinion, so I'm not going to agree or disagree. I'm just going to tell you why I wear an undershirt with my dress shirts. My dad, who was my hero, he's in heaven now, he was a Pentecostal preacher, a pastor. And so when he preached, he would get really sweaty and fired up. And he always wore an undershirt. And I asked him once, I said, Dad, why do you wear an undershirt? He said, because it protects my dress shirt, because I sweat a lot. And he's also the one that taught me how to tie the perfect tie, you know, the perfect triangle tie. And so I've just always worn an undershirt because my dad taught me to wear one, so I always did. And that kind of leads to why I still wear one. I wear expensive shirts. You know, some of my shirts are $500-600 just for a dress shirt. Some of them are only, you know, $100-150. But my undershirts are maybe $10 a piece. And so by buying those undershirts and wearing them, it protects the more valuable dress shirt from sweat stains and things like that. I would rather just, and I replace my t-shirts every 3 to 6 months. So I'm always getting new ones in because they do wear out. No matter how much you wash and bathe and wear deodorant, you're still going to get sweat stains in them. I would rather have those sweat stains in a $10 undershirt than a $500 Zegna shirt. You know, that's my opinion, and that's the reason I do it. So just so you know, it's why. Now, if you choose not to, that's cool. I mean, it's completely up to you. It's a matter of opinion. But since someone had asked me, I'm just letting you know that's why I wear the undershirt. Now let's do a tie review. This is a medium thickness Gucci tie. It's fairly thick, not super thick, but not super thin, so I'd put it right in the middle there. It's actually a very well made tie. The silk has a nice feel to it. The stripes are they are woven in. It's part of the material. It's not screen printed. And we're going to tie it up now and see how this comes together here. Because it's a medium thickness tie, I know I'm going to need a little bit of silk, you know, on the long part. So I'm going to start, whoops, let me get a little bit more there. I'm going to start right in this range right here. I think I'm going to need quite a bit. And we're going to bring it in close. Let's tie it up. So we take the long part of the tie. We go over the small part, and we come up, behind, up, and through. Then we come around behind, all the way behind, up, over, and through. This is what I call the check point. I want to make sure my triangles come together, and it is. And even though it's a thicker tie, the silk tie is a pretty tight knot if I remember. It's been a while since I've tied this tie. Now we come around the front, and then we come behind, up and through, and then we're going to tuck this through that little pocket we've just created, or hold the top of the pocket, pull the tie through. And now we do our adjustments. We just pull this all in, hold the knot, and pull on the long part of the tie to tighten it up. And then we hold the knot, we pull the short part to bring it up to our neck. We want the tip of this tie, this part of the tie here, to come somewhere between the top and the bottom of the belt buckle. And if we've judged our spot right when we started, we'll be good. And this is coming right about halfway down. It's absolutely perfect. So let's pull this collar down and see how this looks together. Do our finishing touches here. Tighten the knot just a little bit. Make sure we are symmetrical. Always have a hard time with a little LCD screen because everything's backwards in it. Yeah, it came together real nice. Look how nice of a knot that time. I'll give Gucci credit on a tie like this, even though it's a little bit thicker of a feel. When you start tying it, it ties like a Ferragamo. It ties like a very thin tie. Really nice tight knot. So the look is going to start scrolling across the bottom of your screen. I'm going to go over it with you right now. Today we are wearing a charcoal gray Hermes Zegna suit. So a gray suit. We're wearing a purple Eton shirt. We're wearing a black with gray striping Gucci tie. We're wearing a a black Salvatore Ferragamo belt with a black Salvatore Ferragamo, it's kind of like an enamel belt buckle, and it has some white outlining in it. I really like this belt buckle when I'm wearing like a black tie or something like that. And today instead of going super dressy like with my Christian Louboutins or my Bally's, I'm actually going to a pair of loafers with the Ferragamo Gensini logo, and it just really looks good with this, and they're super comfortable, like the most comfortable dress shoes I own. So we're going Ferragamo belts, Ferragamo shoes. On my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers, you'll see close-ups of the belt with the shoes, close-ups of the tie, the texture, selfies of me wearing this outfit, as well as close-ups of the knot. So check out my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and click like. I appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting. And please keep asking questions. I'll answer them absolutely 100% honestly and transparently, just like I did with the undershirt. But now I am ready for work.